Hi there. So this is going to be an update on the Wellbutrin and Zoloft, along with some stuff about Nexplanon, because it's been a while. I wasn't really experiencing anything different, so that's why I kind of wasn't mentioning it anymore. But yeah, I went back to my original dosage on the Wellbutrin. So, I could actually tell you. I was trying to think on the top of my head what the milligrams are, but I have them. Okay, so for the Zoloft, it's 100 milligrams, and for the Wellbutrin, it's 150. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but it's the XL, which is, I think it's like the extended release, which I don't know what that means. But yeah, so it's 100 and 150. So, I guess I could say I do feel less tired at work. Less than I did when I was in the higher dosage of the Wellbutrin. So, there's that. It's a good, it's a good thing. One thing that I still do is when I come home, I take like a 3-hour nap. I'll take a 3-hour nap, and then when I wake up, I've heard people say this before where they take a nap and they feel like shit after they wake up. So that's kind of what I experience. So yeah, just waking up and not feeling rested at all is something that I deal with a lot after naps. In the mornings, I think I've just gotten really used to the routine of just having to wake up and getting ready for work, because if I don't, no one is going to do my job for me. This job is amazing. I love it, and I need to get up. So that's like my motivation in the morning, to get up. So yeah, like today, and you know what, like, I'm not trying to justify the naps, but I do wake up like at 2 something in the morning to get ready. I go to sleep like at 9 something. So I get like 5 hours, maybe almost like 6 hours of sleep, maybe a little less. So it kind of feels justified, because then I get home like around, I don't know, 10:30, 11 sometimes. So I guess I'm just kind of trying to justify why I take naps. I have the whole day to just chill until my boyfriend gets home. So I guess, maybe that's why I am okay with taking the naps. But like I said, I don't feel good afterwards. I still feel really sleepy. Today being one of those days where after a nap, I just feel so tired. That's like after drinking coffee, and I mean, at this point, coffee doesn't do anything but give me the shakes. And that's something that I deal with a lot, but I think it's a mix of just coffee jitters and anxiety. The anxiety is not as bad as it was before, but there are some points throughout the day, day to day, where I do feel slightly on edge. But it's manageable. I can get myself out of it. It's nothing that will stop me in my tracks and, send me in a downward spiral or anything like that. So it's all good. But yeah, I lost my train of thought there. I talked about justifying the naps, coffee. Oh yeah, how it just doesn't really do anything for me anymore. So I just kind of drink it for the taste and just for, I guess, routine's sake, something to drink. I don't know. I stopped for a little bit and I was just doing green tea or matcha, not the actual tea, but like matcha lattes and stuff. And yeah, I got to a point where I was adding a little too much matcha and it tasted really, I don't know, it just didn't taste good to me anymore because I think I was overdoing it with the matcha. But yeah, in terms of Nexplanon, the birth control, how long has it been? I think I got it around the same time that I started Zoloft, which was last year in August. So that month was a fucking mess because I was like hormonal changes and like just neurological changes, all this stuff. But that has been going okay. And that could be another reason, a contributing factor to my low energy and stuff like that. So I have a lot of factors in my life that contribute to being tired, but I just don't want to be, you know, it sucks. But yeah, in terms of like periods and stuff, it's on and off. There's some months where it'll be on the 19th. Cool. It'll last a week. Cool. And then the following month, it'll come at the same time, last the same time. Then the next month, it'll be at a different point in the month, maybe before or after the previous date, and it'll last like 9 days or 10 days. So it's very, very irregular for sure. Last month was May. I didn't get it for the entire month of May, and I got it today. So that's kind of annoying because it puts me in a position where if I don't get it, I'm like, shit, am I pregnant? No, I'm on birth control, but still I know there's a chance. But yeah, I wish it was more regulated. It's not. I still deal with back pain, hip pain, cramps, all that stuff that comes along with, you know, having your period. I still have all that, and it hasn't really changed. Yeah, the first time, this is the second time I have the Nexplanon inserted. The first time was maybe like 5 or like 6 years ago. And when I first, you know, was experiencing that, I didn't get my period for months. And then when I did, it was extremely light, no cramps, no aches, no pains, nothing. It was awesome. But then after, I had it for like a little over a year. And then around maybe like the 9 or 10 month mark, I don't know. I just didn't really feel like myself anymore. But I was going through a lot of other things. So I decided to take it out, and I felt much better. Like I felt great. I felt like myself. And but yeah, this time around it's a lot. And you know, it's crazy now that I think about it. Oh my goodness. I think birth control can cause depression and anxiety and weight gain, all the things that I'm dealing with. What if that is the reason? It's not though, because I'm like tripping myself out. It's not because I started both the same day. So I was dealing with all my depression and just my downward spiral before Oh God. Before I got the next one inserted. Oh my God, I'm choking. Oh, okay. I just choked on my own spit. So yeah, it's not caused by the birth control, at least this time. Maybe before it was, but yeah, I just tripped myself out doing that. I choked my own spit. Anything else? Work updates, I guess I could say, if anybody is still watching at this point. If not, I will definitely go back and rewatch these and just kind of see how I was acting on this on these medications and stuff. So it's totally fine. But with work, I'm feeling better. I remember mentioning that I felt on edge at work, that I would mess up and instantly like just get super negative and just feel like everything is going to go wrong, you know? Like I'm going to get fired or just a lot of bad things. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling happy. I've made some beautiful cakes in the last month that I'm very proud of. And I'm getting back on track to where I'm starting to feel really good about what I'm doing again, which is awesome because it's so terrible feeling like you're gonna lose your job or like you're not good enough or you can't handle what you're being paid to do. It's a really like, it's just a terrifying feeling. And I was dealing with that quite often when I was on the higher dose, and it's not a common thing anymore right now. But yeah, work is awesome. Like I said, I'm making some beautiful cakes and just other really yummy pastries, and I'm in a good place right now, I feel. So that is all for this update. Next plan on is making my periods extremely irregular. Zoloft is it's just in the sidelines, just doing its thing, I feel. Wellbutrin is back to its original dose, and as of right now, all is well. And work, it's not 5, it's 4. And work is going amazing. I'm extremely happy. In terms of my relationship, I do feel a little less irritated. I still get irritated, but not as often. And also, I have noticed in myself that I have become a lot more affectionate than before. I felt very cold and I didn't want my boyfriend to touch me, and when he would hug me, I would feel annoyed because he's like interrupting what I'm doing, and it was a mess, and I felt really bad about it. But in actuality, like, I'm a very affectionate person and I love to show it in a lot of goofy ways, and I kind of feel that coming back, and that makes me happy too because I'm like acting like my old self. But yeah, that's kind of it for this update. This is also filmed on my iPad. I don't know if the quality will look different, but it's so far away from me because if I'm really up close to it, it's a little too close. But yeah, until next time.